Hey, and welcome back to the channel, and this is the Google Pixel Fold, Google's newest smartphone and first ever foldable, and it's probably my favorite foldable phone that I've used to date. Now, this isn't my full review, but I just wanted to go over some of my favorite features of the Google Pixel Fold, so let me show you the unboxing experience real quick, and huge shout out to Google for sponsoring this video. Okay, so coming in at number one is the outside display and its size. So the outside display is a 5.8-inch OLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate with a peak brightness of 1550 nits. This is an absolute beauty with rounded corners and minimal bezels. It's just a nice looking outer display. In a sea of big smartphone displays, this is really nice and refreshing to switch to. I know it's a foldable, so the main attraction is the inner display, but using the outside screen is awesome, and I can pretty much do everything and anything that I want to on the outside display. And if I want a bigger experience, I can always open up the phone, and I'm greeted with a 7.6-inch OLED display at 120Hz and up to 1450 nits of brightness. But to add on to the outer display is reachability and how easy it is to use this phone one-handed. With a 5.8-inch outer display, things are just easier to tap and swipe down from, and I also like that the fingerprint reader also acts as a power button, and it's placed just right and makes turning on the phone so much easier. Coming in at number two is how thin the Pixel Fold is. Now, for a foldable, it is incredibly cool to see how thin this phone is. It's about 12.1 millimeters thin when folded, which is not the case for some other foldables in the market. I also love the fact that when it's folded, you don't get an air gap of some sort in the middle of the phone. The Google Pixel Fold actually folds flat, which helps give that thinner profile. And then when you open it, it gets even thinner than a normal smartphone, which just feels awesome to hold. And whether you're holding the phone folded or unfolded, it feels like a solid premium smartphone with really good weight distribution all around. Number three are the cameras. Now, I wanted to save the camera for last, but I feel like it was necessary to mention it before the video is over. But the Google Pixel Fold houses a triple camera setup on the back, which means two things. One, we finally have a foldable with an incredible camera system, and two, selfies are gonna look even better than before. So what I love about the camera system on the Google Pixel Fold is that you have so many options to shoot your photos. You can set the phone down on a table and enable tabletop mode, and then you can take photos that way. You can also take selfies using the triple camera setup on the back with the viewfinder on the outer display. And probably my favorite is being able to use astrophotography mode in tabletop mode, which means I don't need to use a tripod because I can just set the phone down on a flat surface and then press the shutter button. And speaking of tabletop mode, number four would be using Google Meet in tabletop mode. I love that I can just take a video call on Google Meet and set the phone down on the table, and the UI will automatically change to a mode where it just feels natural to use Google Meet and talk with your friends or family. Now, in tabletop mode, you'll have your main screen on the upper portion of your screen, while the bottom portion has your emoji reaction buttons and quick settings. Now, if you're the type of person that's more on the go, you can still take the call when the phone's folded or unfolded if you'd like. And with the Pixel Fold software, it's smart enough to where it just knows when you're out of tabletop mode, and it'll switch out the UI automatically so that your call doesn't get interrupted. Now, I've been using Google Meet more and more lately to catch up with friends from across the world, and also most of my meetings for work stuff happens on Google Meet, so having this tabletop mode on the Google Pixel Fold is super helpful, and I love how the UI can adapt to whichever screen I'm using, whether that's the outer display or the bigger display in tabletop mode. And last but not least, the software, more specifically the taskbar and how you multitask on the Google Pixel Fold. So when I want to be a power user and I'm, let's say, working on a Google Docs and I want to pull up Chrome to get a reference on what I'm typing down, I can just swipe up slightly from the bottom and the home bar just turns into your home screen dock. So basically what you have in your bottom row on your home screen, you'll have quick access to, but you'll also have options to check out some of the other apps that you have installed on your phone. But basically you can just tap and drag Google Chrome from the dock next to Google Docs, and then you have an instant split screen for multitasking. Now, another example of multitasking at work is whenever I want to drop a photo or video into Google Drive from Google Photos, I can just have the two apps side by side, and I can simply tap and drag a photo or video over to Google Drive and it'll upload the photo right away. It's so nice to have this feature on the Pixel Fold since I almost always upload photos or videos to my Google Drive. And yeah, that's been it for this video and my favorite features on the Google Pixel Fold. Be on the lookout for my Google Pixel Fold review coming very soon, so make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on that video. Thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.